Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a thrift flip. I went through my closet and I found a few pieces that I'm not wearing anymore and decided to change them up a little bit so that I hopefully wear them more often. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and without further ado, let's start. So for this thrift flip I have these pants, these jeans pants, and I love them so much. I think they're so cool. They got like fake is it fake? They got real pockets here and just overall, I don't know, I really like them. They're a little bit too big on the top, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna change that because I don't really like it when pants fit very tight or like fit perfectly, because I still want to eat, you know? Just because they fit me perfectly at one time doesn't mean they will fit me once I ate something. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that because it's not too big and I can just use a belt. Also, I'm lazy, but we're definitely gonna crop the legs because they are way too long.
So I went ahead and put the pants on and pinned it down to where I want the length to be, and I did that while wearing two different kinds of shoes because I wanted to make sure that I have the perfect length for both of them. I wanted the hem to be the same size as it was originally, so I decided to leave quite a lot of seam allowance so that when I fold it up and sewed it on, the hem will be the same size as it was before. Then I sewed it on with a straight stitch, and I made sure to line up the pants with the lines on the sewing machine so that the seam will be straight.
And then you're just gonna knot the thread together. And something I didn't know for the longest time, it's probably common knowledge and everyone knows it, but you can just pull at one side of the string, and that way the other string will come out and you can just pull it. Wait, you can just pull it to one side and then you can easily make a knot on that side. It's a new day and today we're gonna continue with a thrift flip or altering my clothes. I don't know, because the next item's not really thrifted, but I will get to that in a second. I first wanted to point out that if you can see my ear bleeding, that's because I'm fucking stupid. I was cutting the hair about like around my ear so it wouldn't fall over my ear so weirdly. And I was cutting it quite aggressively because I got bored and I wanted to be done with it. And I didn't realize that I put my ear in between the scissors as well. And then I just cut. And then I just cut into my ear like a crazy woman. Oh my god. And now it doesn't stop bleeding. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, if you can see blood on my ear, that's the reason. Be careful while cutting your hair because obviously you can injure yourself. Anyway, so let me continue with the video. So I bought this top of, I think it's from Urban Outfitters. Yes, it's from Urban Outfitters. I bought it online and I couldn't return it because it was on sale. But the thing with this top is it's like quite short. And it also just falls weirdly on my body because it will go like pretty much straight forward. I never actually wore this because I'm also scared that this will just flow up, you know? It's just too loose, too short, too everything, and not how I would wear it. So I'm just gonna do what they pretty much did at the top. So I'm gonna put an elastic on the inside and just sew it onto the fabric, and that way it will create the same effect as it has on the top.
I measured how long my elastic had to be, and then I just hand sewn it together to one loop, and make sure your elastic isn't twisted while doing that. And then I just pinned it onto the top at 4 points, so at the sides and in the middle. Then I sewed the elastic onto the fabric with a zigzag stitch, and make sure you pull the elastic on both sides so it's stretched out and it goes smoothly through the sewing machine.
So now we're gonna go ahead and change, thrift flip, whatever you want to call it, this pullover that I thrifted, I think around 3 years ago. I absolutely love this pullover, but I tend to not wear it so often anymore because it's really long and it's like so much work to put it into my pants. So I decided to go ahead and crop this, and with the remaining fabric, which is gonna be like all of that down here, I'm gonna try my best to make shorts out of it so that I have like a matching piece, like a pullover, crop pullover and shorts. And to be honest, I think this will fail completely because the last time I did shorts, they turned out looking like diapers. I still wear them because it's just for the house. So I'm gonna use an elastic band to make sure it's secured underneath my boobs so if I lift my arms and do that for whatever reason, I won't have to worry about flashing anyone. So, okay, I'm scared because I don't think that this is gonna be enough fabric.
I put the pullover on and marked where I wanted to crop it, and then I just cut a straight line across it, or at least that's what I tried to do, but honestly it's nowhere close to a straight line. And then I created a channel in which the elastic would fit through, and I sewed that onto the pullover and made sure to leave an opening so that I can pull the elastic through that.
Okay, so now that we finished the pullover, we're gonna continue with the pants. Okay, so the last time I made a huge mistake by not thinking about the fact that the fabric is pushed together on the top. So I was just like drawing that and not realizing that it would stretch out. So it was too small at the top. Makes sense, right? Yeah, now it makes sense to me too. So if you have like pants that have an elastic at the top, make sure you stretch them out while using this as a pattern, so you have the actual length of the non-stretchy part of the fabric, because you need that, you know? Yes, okay, I'm scared again.
I laid my shorts onto the pullover and drew the pattern onto the fabric, and in the end you need 4 pieces, so 2 front pieces and 2 back pieces. Then I sewed a straight line across the edge that I'm showing you right now, which is basically the middle part of the front and the back. And then I went ahead and hemmed the sides of the front and the back piece. Then you're gonna sew the front and the back piece together. The last step is to sew the sides of the pants together, and I sewed it down to where the curve starts.
Okay, they fit and I can get them on and off with no problems. Obviously the waistband is missing, but can someone please explain to me why my pants that I sew always look like diapers? Like, look at that. This just, like, there's so much fabric here. Why? I mean, I can just take it away like that, and I will do that, but just why? Like, what do I do wrong? Oh my god.
For the waistband, I used the hem that was already on my pullover, and I just cut 2 pieces out of it, which were the length of the front and the back part of my pants. I measured how long my elastic had to be and cut that in half so that I can sew one half into one part of the waistband and the other half into the other one. And then I just sewed both parts of the waistband together to create a circle, basically. Honestly, I don't know if you got what I meant because it's really hard to explain and I'm also very bad at explaining, so I hope you see what I mean in the next clip.
Okay, now that I got my waistband, I'm gonna turn the pants. Wait. Gonna sew. Yeah, we're gonna sew right sides together. So I'm just gonna pin it in to the pants, and I'm just gonna make sure that where the waistband meets is also where the other seam is, so it will look like it's supposed to be there, which it is because I decided it's there, so it's supposed to be there, but you know what I mean. It looks more professional, even though this whole thing looks very handmade, but at least the waistband will look professional. Better than nothing, right?
Then I pinned the waistband onto the shorts at 4 points and sewed that on with a straight stitch, but make sure that you don't sew onto the elastic. While you're sewing, you need to stretch out the waistband so that it fits the length of the shorts.
Okay, so I put them now on left side out, and here you can see it like does this weird thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin this all. This looks so weird, but I'm gonna pin this all together, like where the fabric needs to go. And then I'm just gonna sew along these lines and make it add up with a seam that's already there, and then I can cut off the fabric. Then I should be done.